Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose Gold Blunt. I will be filming yet another makeup tutorial for y'all today. So if you saw my last video, I painted my PlayStation pink. For this video, I want to do a makeup that kind of coincided with my new pink PlayStation. I was inspired by like an 80s sunset pink, and so with this makeup today, I am wanting to do something kind of like Euphoria-y, very e-girl, and kind of just mix all that together and just see what we get out of it. I got some crystals for y'all, see some Swarovski. She has, you know, coupons at Joann's. But I'm excited. I am playing with some new products, and if you want to see how I go from this, you know, take it in, to this. Just keep watching. Our first product that we'll be using is the Moonshine Primer by Juno & Co. This primer is amazing because it also acts as a moisturizer, and it has hyaluronic acid in it and vitamin E, which helps reduce UV damage. Your skin will definitely thank you for using this. Ooh, excuse me. Now I'm going to be going in with my Kimchi Puff Pass setting powder to lock all that moisturizer in. Now taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to dust away all that excess powder. Using the Kimchi Chic setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and set this to lock the powder in and give me a nice smooth canvas to work with. After that, going in with my soap brow, I'm just going to use it as a wax to start shaping out where I want my brow to go. And since I am doing a Euphoria kind of e-girl inspired look, I do want to do that very high brow shaved kind of vibe. So I'm not flattening the hairs up, I'm kind of taking them all diagonally and off to the side. Now I'm going in with a new product. I'm using the Kimchi Chic The Most Concealer in solid white. I'm using this to define my new brow bone and also using a base for my eyeshadow that I'm about to do. Oh my god, now I'm going to be going in with my new favorite dupe product. If you are used to using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but you don't want to spend, I don't know, 20-something dollars on it, for $4 you can use e.l.f.'s Lock On Line and Brow Cream. This stuff is so pigmented, it doesn't budge, and it stays on all night through all the tricks you're working out. Now using a white eyeshadow, I'm using it to build my highlight base under the brow bone. Going in with a yellow shadow, I'm using this as my transition color. I'm going to smoke it out and diffuse it throughout the sides. And now using an orange pressed pigment, I am going to build my new crease and eye socket for the attempt to make my eyes look bigger. And now I'm going back in with my same brush I was using the yellow with to smoke out the eye. And going back in again with my orange brush just to really define the line. And so that way you have your balance of structure and smoke, so you have a really beautiful new defined crease. Off camera, I cleaned up my crease a little more using the same method I used in my full face using e.l.f. Cosmetics. I will be linking that down so you can see how I do that. For the base of my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer and then a white eyeshadow just to press on top of it for a new clean blank canvas. Now going in with a pink pressed pigment and just layering this on. I wasn't really happy with the outcome of this, so I went into my James Charles palette and I used the really hot pink in that one. And I took my Kimchi Beauty Chic setting spray and I sprayed my brush with it to really intensify the color. And now going back in with a fluffy brush to swipe off all excess powders, and then going in again with a white eyeshadow just to define the brow. Okay, to start painting the house, we're going to use the Hydrating Primer from Hard Candy. You can get this at Walmart, it's like $7. It's a really good dupe for the Milk Hydrating Grip Primer if you're not trying to break the bank. A great foundation from the drugstore is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is great for drag. This definitely does the trick. You do have to use a good few pumps to get it, but the finish is so beautiful and super natural. Using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, I'm going to be going in with this shade Tan Walnut to start contouring and sculpting out my new facial features and where I want my new bones to hit. Now when I do my makeup, I like to use 3 different beauty blenders. One for contouring, which is this one for my base color, and then one for my highlight. After done blending with my contouring beauty blender, I'm going to go back in with my base beauty blender, and it's going to help soften those harsh lines and make everything look a lot more natural. For highlight, I'm going to be using my 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige to highlight my under eyes, new nose, new forehead, and new chin. Now using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Beauty Sponge, I'm going to go ahead and buff out all the highlighted areas. And then just to really conceal it a little bit more and sharpen up those contours, I'm going to go back with my contour sponge and then back in with my base sponge just all over, just to have a really nice blended base. Now to make those cheeks pop, I'm going to get some Hydrating Camo Concealer and I'm just going to buff it down, sharpen the contour, and then go over with the base. This is just really going to make my cheek pop and really sculpt my new cheek. I did go back in with a little bit more concealer and I buffed it out, and as soon as I buffed it out, I set it with translucent powder. I immediately do this to prevent creasing underneath the eye. Sorry for the next few seconds, the camera did get out of focus, but I'm now going in with my lightest bronzer, and it's the color Khaki from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm going to go ahead and just set all my contours of my face with this. Following that, I'm going to take some darker contours, colors, and some darker bronzers, and with finer and tighter contour brushes, I'm going to continue going into the corners and the low points just to give a really rounded shape and to make the shapes look a lot more natural. At this point, I am going in with my darkest colors in the hollows of my cheek and the bottom parts of my chin just to really define that new bone that we've created. And then I go back on top using my biggest, fluffiest brush with my lightest contour color just to buff everything out. Time to snatch that nose, and I am going to be using again my lightest contour color. I don't really go in with any darker colors on my nose because I want the nose to look really light and small and natural. So I still only go in with my lightest color, which is Khaki from Kylie Cosmetics. And again, since I am doing more of an e-girl look, I do want to focus on that button nose. I do see a lot. And to do this, I am going to use a contour color to break the bridge of my nose, and then with a white shadow, clean it up and pinch it by adding that on top of the nose and to the sides of it. As you can now see, it is super buffed and super pinched. I normally do not wear blush, but because we are doing our Euphoria e-girl fantasy, I did go in really ham. I focused it on the nose, the inner parts of the cheeks, and around the base of the forehead. And then just again really clean up that nose and make it really precise. I'm going to go back in with a white liner just to pinch it. Now for this makeup look, I wanted to add freckles, and I have not done freckles in so long. It's a simple technique. Just use a little bit of your saliva and the darkest contour color you have, and then just lightly go on and build and build and build. And if you are that 1% of the world that has one dimple like I do, go ahead and define that a little bit with some bronzer. Now going with my favorite highlighter from Chaos Cosmetics. The color is called Technicolor, and it looks like a bunch of colors, but once it kind of all blend together, it makes this beautiful white blinding highlight. I'm going to add this along the tip of my nose and the bridge just to again snatch it, make it super tight, and then I'm going to set it using some kimchi setting spray. While my face is still wet, I'm going to go back in with a detail brush and just hit the highlights of those high points just to make them really stand out, and then going back over with my blush brush just to blend everything back in. Now that I'm done with the base, I'm going to go back in and finish my eye makeup. I'm going in with the Kimchi Diamond Shards in Strike a Pose. I will say if I didn't add this neon pink base underneath it, I don't think I would have gotten as much pigment and payoff with the glitters. I think that they're fine, but you know, they're good. Going in with that same orange detail brush, I'm now going to round out the bottom parts of my eyes using that same orange pressed pigment and really just buffing it out with the yellow to create a big rounder doll shaped like eye. Now to add some details to my eyebrows and make them look a little bit more realistic, I will be going in with my e.l.f. eyeliner marker in shade Coffee just to add some stroke marks and to create little hairs. I was trying to show you all my crystals and I almost dropped them, but here they are. This is super easy. All you have to do is get some eyelash glue and just dab where you would want your crystals to be placed. I did 5 on each eye on the outer corners, just to again elongate that rounding that I'm creating, giving me a more doll-like eye. Time to get those DSLs you can't afford. I'm going to be going in with my Morphe lip pencil in the color Love Bite to draw on my new lips. Now going in with the Paris Matte Liquid Lip Kit from Kylie Cosmetics. I'm going to be using this color as the overall base, and then using a white liquid lip, I'm going to add that to the center of both the top and bottom to lighten the color and again just give them a more rounded feeling. Then using that same lip liner just to clean up and define the edges. Alright guys, and now that I am done with the base of the makeup, I'm gonna go off camera, do my eyelashes, and I am, oh my god. I love this so much. Ooh, I'm pretty sure like this is the most amount of color I've worn like all at once, and the amount of shine. Like look at those crystals. Ooh, just, I feel so. Anyway, so I am gonna go ahead and go off camera, finish up my eye makeup by just doing a little bit of liner and then some mascara, lashes, wig, and outfit change, and I will be right back. So guys, here's the final look. Tell me what you think. Comment down below because I feel absolutely stunning. I feel so beautiful right now. I feel like a sunset, euphoria, trap queen goddess. Like I am just fully feeling my Cheeto fantasy. I'm just loving this so much. Just, I feel like if Big Bird were like a rave girl, like I think the reason I feel like Big Bird is because like look at my hair and then these like little things I did. Do I look like Big Bird? Do I look like Big Bird? Do I look like Big Bird? Those look like his legs. Did I mess up my hair? No. I feel so you can't tell me just sprinkle it on there. You can't tell me. I cannot wait to take pictures in this. Me and my mom are about to go to the park and take some quick shots really quick while I'm still in full woman. It's nighttime outside, so let's cross our fingers that nothing happens. But anyways, until next time, my name is Rose Gold Blunt. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.